Hey there, Mac users and Mac Automators. This is Bakari Shibano with Mac Automation Tips. I'm back with another video about an AI app called FixKey, and it's like Grammarly on steroids. So stick around and check it out. So yeah, I've been using Grammarly for a long time, and it's really made a big, huge difference between with my writing, because it's great for just correcting my grammar and spelling, and kind of helping me to get the sentences better stylistically. But I found another app that goes way beyond Grammarly, and I want to show it to you. So if you haven't used Grammarly, or if you have, you know that when you type, and I have a sentence here, well, really kind of two sentences here, that I just wrote it out as I normally write sometimes, right? I didn't make any corrections here. So you'll see that I have misspelled words in here. I have words that I added and didn't take out. I have a lowercase I here. So basically what I'm saying is, here's the sentences. For instance, writing journal entries, that's not a word that should be in there, just got easier because I'm not having to carefully type each word, it should be word, and make corrections as I type. It almost as fast as, I thought I was going to say talk, but in dictating text. So you see, that's not a really well-written sentence, poorly typed sentence, right? But I pretty much just typed and left it alone. Now, if I run the Grammarly on it, you'll see that Grammarly will try to go through, and I'm not going to correct anything because I want to show you a better alternative, but you will go through each word sometimes and make the correction. So I can either accept this or dismiss it, and then it will go to the next one. You see how that's dismissed, and we'll dismiss all these real quick just to show. So it will change its to it is, so it understands what it needs, what it should be, right? And then it tries to revise this entire phrase here, right? And so it kind of understands about what to correct. Not everything. Like, for example, this word is supposed to be a word, but it still sees it as work. All right. So I want you to keep that in mind as I talk about right. So let me dismiss this one here. We'll go out of Grammarly. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this shortcut key. I'm going to do a Command L, and I want you to watch what happens. So within less than a second, you have everything corrected. So it says, for instance, writing journal entries has just gotten easier because I'm not having to carefully type each word and make corrections as I type. It's almost as fast as dictating text. Now, that's exactly what I was trying to type here. Now, Grammarly still notices that could be changed, and that's fine. It could be maybe a little bit shorter, or I don't have to, as it says, because I don't have to carefully. So that's fine. That's a great suggestion for change. But for the most part, FixKey changed everything in like 1 second. And basically, you can use a keyboard shortcut, like at the end of a paragraph, say, or even the end of a sentence. It will make the correction. You can be as kind of sloppy with your typing as you want to be for the most part, but as long as it understands what you're trying to say, it will correct it and make it happen. So basically, the way they explain this is that Grammarly is kind of using traditional AI, which is really great. But what FixKey is doing is that it's kind of pulling from a larger language model, right? And that language model is processing what it understands you're trying to say and makes those corrections. And so you can also even do stylistic changes here as well. Now, so if I go into, let me kind of see if I can do this. I do I think it's Option, I haven't used this much, so Option J. Okay, so Option J, basically what it will do is it will pull up a kind of a little window here in which you can do, you can fix grammar, improve writing, convert to bullet points, summarize, make it shorter, etc., etc. It has a lot of different things in here, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So let's do it again, and let's go, just take out the editor, for example, for a minute. Take the editor out. Okay, then I'm going to select this, and then do I'll do Option J. All right, and then I'm going to say improve the writing. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And so now it says, writing journal entries has become easier since I no longer need to meticulously type each word and make corrections as I go. It's nearly as quick as dictating text. All right, and then you still see Grammarly has its own corrections that it will make. But for the most part, for just some quick you just touch some quick writing, that is really, really good. Now, so let me show you some things here. They have the prompt editor, and in this prompt editor, they've already created some things that actions that it can perform, and for each action you can assign a shortcut to it. And so for me, I think by default it is, I forget what the default is, but I changed mine to Command L because that's easier for me to type. I would love to use Command J which would be even easier, but I'm already using Command J for something else. But you can add a keyboard shortcut for each of these, or you can just pull it up from you pull up the prompt editor or do Option J and pull up the prompt editor and do it that way, like I just showed you right there, right? And so that's how you do that. And now they have a free version of this, and I think you get about 10 corrections per month. So it's just not a lot at all. You're not gonna do that. So basically, I think the pricing is pretty good on this. It's $40 for a year. It's like I think $40 a year or something like that. And I think you can get a lifetime subscription for $200. So you just that's done. Grammarly costs about $100. The Grammarly Prime or Premium version of Grammarly cost about I think about $150 a year, or maybe $120. So that's a pretty good deal here for $200 if you want a lifetime, or you can do I think $7 a month for monthly. But basically, if you decide to test this out, just take your time and and experiment with it, because I think you want to get 10 tries and then they start asking you to pay up. Okay, but I'm telling you, this is revolutionary, and it has changed the way that I'm really typing, because I'm trying to do a lot less correcting as I type, and just knowing that I can run FixKey, and at the end, and it will just do all that for me. And so it's saving me a little bit of time. And I think the more that I use it, I will again do less meticulous typing and just run this thing, and particularly on one-off type things like emails or comments on YouTube or Twitter or something like that, journal entries, first drafts or documents I'm writing, a lot of things where I don't, I just need to get the writing out, and FixKey can do that for me. So that's how it works. And I guarantee you should definitely check this out. I don't know why it's not getting more attention, and it might well be. I'm not sure, but it just seems like it's not getting enough attention. And I really encourage you to check it out. It is really fun to use. I learned about it a couple of days ago, and I spent after I paid the premium price, I think I paid the annual price, I just couldn't stop playing around with it for maybe 2 hours, because it is just really a neat AI. And this is something that may get put into, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Apple's going to be even as good as this. I think they'll have something similar, but I'm not sure if it will be this good. And so there's some, independent developers put this out. So if you think you like it, definitely, pay them something for it, because it is really, really worth it. Let me know what you think about it if you try it out. So thanks a lot for checking me out, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.